The sheriff thought to set a trap with witchcraft and an aged hag, but in 2 ways good Robin let the cat out of the bag.
Waste of time to take this road. We ought to come the short way, through Sherwood.
I'm heading down to the forest when the trees sprout thieves.
Drop your weapons, Normans. There's an arrow for every man who doesn't. After him. Go.
Well, it's a long way home.
Robin, we're very near my village.
Yes?
Well, if I could see my mother tonight, I'd still be able to get back before it's light.
It's a risky business traveling alone away from Sherwood.
It means so much to her. She's no one else but me.
Well, be back by morning and be careful.
Thanks, Robin.
Look at his horns. It's Satan himself.
Don't be foolish. Wait here.
Come back.
Bailiff, you must be... You aren't by any chance going into Nottingham?
by any chance. Now, where do you think I'm going?
Oh, well, that's splendid. You wouldn't happen to be passing by the goldsmith in St. Thomas Lane, would you?
Ethelreda, why don't you ever come out straight with anything? What is it you want me to do?
Well, it's an Arab coin my mother gave me on my wedding day. My father brought it back from the Second Crusade.
That's what you said about the last one. You told me then it was the only one you had.
It's the same as the one I took. Yeah, last year. You swore then it was the only one you had. I took it to the goldsmith and he said it wasn't a coin. You took it. Look, it isn't even round.
I think she makes them, that's what I think.
How could she make gold? Why, that'd be magic.
Millicent, tell the bailiff. Tell him.
Tell me what?
We saw her in the woods last night in Mab's garden. She met a demon there.
It looked like Satan himself. I think I saw his horns.
I went right into Mab's garden. There on the rock in the middle of the clearing was a huge black toad.
Toad? Why, that's what witches turn into.
Be sure it is. And they know how to mix the stuff to make gold.
How else could she have lived all these years with no husband and her boy an outlaw? Lord knows I never gave her anything.
Ethelreda, where did you get this? Who gave it to you?
I found it. I found it buried in the woods.
It's witchery. Clear as the nose on your face. It's Satan himself.
And then I searched her hut. She's got a little furnace and a pair of bellows, just like a goldsmith.
Or an alchemist.
And then I found that.
Look at it, Sheriff. That's why I asked you to come and hear my bailiff's story. Whether the woman makes her own gold or gets it direct, ready-made from Satan, it does seem odd that it has Lord Severn's crest on it.
Yes, that's Severn's crest.
I'd say there's precious little alchemy involved. The coin was made from the piece of gold torn from the side of the plate.
And you think we can rule the devil out of it?
The devil, yes. Not all devils. A consignment of plate for Lord Severn was stolen yesterday at Hawthorne Gap by Robin Hood and his men. This piece was certainly part of it.
Yeah, but how does it come to be in the hut of this village crone?
That is a matter in which I am deeply interested. Who is this woman?
The widow Ethelreda. She lives alone, there's no relatives, except perhaps a son.
Perhaps.
Her son, Ralph, got into a bit of trouble a year or two back with the Foresters and disappeared. The report is he joined the outlaws.
An outlaw's son. So that's how she got the gold.
We could put her on trial for possessing stolen gold.
We could do better than that. How would you set about poisoning a few cattle if you had to?
Well, I'd go across to the marsh and I'd pick a few poisoned toadstools.
Excellent. Do it. And forget you ever saw this. That woman is a witch. Do you understand? Warn the villagers. Satan owns her. Satan taught her how to make gold. If she's not burned, all the imps of hell will beset this village and kill the cattle and poison the water.
Yes, Your Worship.
You'll be rewarded.
Thank you, my lord.
All that talk about Satan, well, won't it make a bit of a fuss?
I dare say the news will spread like wildfire, even to the remote depths of Sherwood Forest.
You want Robin Hood to hear about it?
He's so sentimental. When he hears that a woman is to be burned to death, he'll soon show his face.
Witchcraft? Oh, come now, Friar Tuck. It's too pleasant a day to talk of black magic.
Nevertheless, I hear all the villagers are in a panic.
Tales of witches can usually be traced to the imagination of some gossiping alewife.
Maybe it's gossip that starts it, but it's torture and fire that ends it.
Sure, folk who believe in demons warn themselves at every hearth in England.
This case is close to your hearth in a way. The accused witch is the mother of one of your men.
Who?
Rolf the Blonde.
Rolf?
There's grave news, Rolf. Your mother is accused of being a witch.
She's a crotchety woman, I admit. Has been ever since my father died. But I don't understand why anyone would brand her a witch.
Of what manner of witchcraft do they accuse her?
Consorting with Satan to make gold. A rough gold coin was found in her possession.
You'd better tell us the truth about this, Rolf.
It was all my fault. I gave her that gold.
You held it back from us.
She's all alone. There's only me to help her.
A lot of the men managed to supply the needs of their families without stealing from the rest of us.
I know. But she wanted a lot of money so we could go away somewhere and live together again. Robin, would you help her?
Do you see any reason why I should risk the lives of our men for you or your mother?
No.
Stay in camp until I give you further orders. Friar Tuck, perhaps if you went down to the village, a few sensible words from you might put down this panic.
Then you are going to help.
An old woman wants to be with her son, so she urges him to steal. She should be punished, but not burned as a witch.
I'll go at once.
It was Satan himself, all right. I could see his horns and tail and smell the brimstone.
I tried to catch Ethelreda, but she disappeared like magic in a puff of smoke. And in her place was this enormous toad.
You ought to go to the castle and demand that she be tried.
Now, hold on now. If she's tried, she's likely to be burnt. And she hasn't done us any harm, really.
Of course she hasn't. How long have you people known Ethelreda?
All our lives, Father.
Well, did she ever seem to you in the past to be possessed of the evil eye? Did you ever, before this, think of her as a witch? Weren't some of you her friends?
Well, I, for one, don't wish her any harm. I'm only sorry that Satan had to pick on such a nice, kind woman as Ethelreda.
Perhaps Satan didn't pick on her at all. I'm sure that if I could talk to her, I can find out the true explanation.
She's over there, Father, in her hut. That one where the boy's standing guard.
Right. Don't do anything rash. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Albert! Albert! The cattle. They're bewitched.
What do you mean?
I found them lying in the pen, foaming at the mouth and groaning. I think they're dying.
Aye. And it'll be your children next. Bring her to trial, I say.
And there was Satan with his horns and a great tail 6 feet long.
Anything else?
Flames came out of his mouth as he laughed.
Was he bearded or clean-shaven?
Don't answer that. The other side brought this witness here. You can only question your own witnesses.
We have no witnesses.
Good. Then we won't be here all morning. Well, what happened then? Now, you tell it, boy.
He vanished in a cloud of smoke. I ran to the spot, but before I could touch her, she began to shrink up and turn into a toad before my very eyes.
Any further testimony? Does the accused still refuse to say where she got the gold?
We contend...
I am asking the witch. I mean the accused. Did anyone give it to you?
No.
Did you find it on your doorstep?
No, my lord.
Then if no one gave it to you, and you didn't find it, you must have made it yourself, right?
No.
Is there any other possible explanation?
I can't think of any.
Then you're admitting that you made it, aren't you?
You could take it that way.
And I should be justified in taking it that way, shouldn't I?
I suppose so.
Then you made it. Was it by witchcraft?
No.
Can you tell us any other way of making gold except by witchcraft?
I don't know any.
Isn't it an obvious, well-known fact that making gold from some baser stuff is impossible unless you use magic?
I don't know that.
Answer yes or no.
Yes. 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 I'm a witch. I make gold. I make gold. I make gold.
I have no further questions.
I have.
Why are you meddling in this?
I want to know how she makes these things. You haven't given me any gold trinkets or jewelry since we were married.
But surely you wouldn't wear gold made by the devil.
I will not have you interfering with my justice. And in view of the witch's own confession...
One moment, my lord.
Don't interrupt me. You heard the witch confess, did you not?
In a sense, yes. but I didn't believe it.
It doesn't matter whether you believe it. What counts is if I believe.
Oh, yes, of course, my lord. But may I humbly suggest that there is a very good reason why you should not believe it. If this woman is a witch, then she is possessed by a devil, correct?
Yes.
The devil who possesses her speaks through her mouth. It is his words you hear, not hers. When you say that you believe her confession, you are putting your faith in the father of lies.
I am? That's rather a disturbing point. Perhaps what you say is true, Friar. Perhaps she doesn't make gold. Perhaps her confession does come from the devil. But that proves that she consorts with the devil. And consorting with the devil is witchcraft. I suggest you hear no further argument.
No further argument. The penalty for witchcraft is the stake. The village of Acton Park have brought the charge against her. That is where the sentence will be carried out. This afternoon, before vessels. Court adjourned.
But maybe she does make gold. And you're going to burn her up without my even having the chance to talk to her. I think it's the meanest thing I ever heard of.
The sheriff's almost certain that Robin Hood will try and rescue her. He'll think there's no one guarding her except me and Arthur. That's why I want you to keep out of sight until I need you. Likely enough, he'll use one of his disguises, and then we'll be ready for him. This time we'll make sure that he doesn't get away. Good day, sister. You've got to hand it to that Robin Hood dressed as a nun. He's heading for the witch's house, all right. Let him get inside, and when I give the order, you surround the place while Arthur and I go in after him.
Good day, sister. Come to see the condemned woman. Go right in, sister, and stay as long as you like. It's very good. You'd hardly know he wasn't real.
A lot of good that will do you.
Milady?
I have practical help to offer. How much have you got hidden here? Gold, silver, jewels, anything. And how much more can you make between now and Vesper time?
What are you saying?
The more you give me, the easier it'll be to make the Earl see he's a fool to let you die. Come now, tell me. Or do you want to...
It's a woman!
Your ladyship!
You'll suffer for this. Burning will be a pleasure compared with what the Earl will do to you when he hears about it.
We thought you were Robin Hood.
Oh, please forgive us, your ladyship. We were only obeying the sheriff's orders. He'll be very angry when he knows what's happened.
In that case, why tell him? Why should either the sheriff or the Earl know anything about it?
Why, indeed, a lady. As you were, my men! Back to the hayseed!
What are you doing now?
Well, I was looking if they're going to hide again. Now it's our turn to play games. Little John, call up the men. Rolf, up you go and keep a sharp lookout.
Here you go.
Have a cup of wine, Father. It's a gift of the Earl.
This is no time for celebration.
Strikes. It'll be any moment now.
be frightened. Robin Hood is near. What's the matter, friend?
I don't like black cats. They're an evil omen.
You surely don't think that that's a cat, do you?
What do you mean, Father? What is it?
A demon or an imp, one of Satan's creatures. This place will be swarming with them soon.
What do they want?
Revenge. You can't expect to burn one of Satan's creatures without the rest of the demons turning out to avenge her. That's the way the demons show themselves in daylight, as black cats, or toads, or sometimes strange birds.
Father, this is awful.
Yes, it is. It needs real bravery to defy Satan by burning one of his creatures. I admire your courage.
Are the kites ready? Off you go.
Furies of hell are upon us. Say something holy.
I can think of nothing that will suit this occasion.
Come on out. What are you afraid of?
Demons.
Demons?
Oh, look at those toads.
Oh, those. We gathered them in the forest.
What about the birds?
Oh, you mean those? Now, listen to me, everybody. You've all been tricked. Ethelreda had no dealings with the devil. She got the gold from her son. This whole witchcraft scare was stirred up by the sheriff as a plot to capture me.
Well, what about the cattle that died?
Perhaps you could explain that.
You heard, Robin. Explain.
The sheriff! The sheriff made me poison him!
Ethelreda, if you can, forgive us.
Well, come on, lads. Goodbye, friends.
Bye, Robin.
Well done, Godspeed.
Oh, that was close. It almost crossed my path.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood. He called the greatest archers to a tavern on the green. They vowed to help the people of the king. They handled all the trouble on the English country scene and still found plenty of time to sing. Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood.